Okay, let's get back to it. Let's do Denmark. So right now we're in the middle of a war against France, and let's see if we can finish that one off. We've currently occupied the entirety of Scotland, and we're in the midst of occupying bits of Ireland. So let's see how that will go. And hopefully France will continue to stay outside of our, outside of our country, not try to send navies out to go attack us. But I think even if he does, we can take him down. Um, yeah, the only real way that France can win this war is if he somehow gets access through everybody. But even if he did do that, then I think we'd be able to stop him. Um, yeah, or at least we could peace out with what we have and probably get something for it. So let's let some time pass here. Lithuania left the coalition. Yes, 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 yes. That's good. Sometimes when you load up saves, then weird things happen. Um, yeah, so my aggressive expansion against these guys is pretty high. Why? What's going on here? That's... Oh, manpower. There we go. Aggressive expansion. Yeah. So I definitely don't need any more aggressive expansion against anybody. I mean, I can afford a lot more against people like, England, Scotland, and the Russian guys. But people like Lithuania and this in Germany, I guess, they're getting pretty close to coalitioning me. A good lot of them. So I'm gonna see if I can just leave that alone for a little while. I mean, maybe I'll take Friesland at some point, but I don't really want to get any more aggressive expansion than I already have with all these guys. Oh, how's that? Annex Lauenburg. Keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can, focus on taking lands in the British Isles and taking lands from Russia and kind of leaving these guys alone until this fades a little bit. It does decay at about 3 per year, which is really slowly, but, I mean, there's a lot of the world to conquer, and we don't need a giant coalition. Because once you get a giant coalition, then it never really goes away. So let's let some time pass here. And see if we can't get these Irish guys to get conquered. In the meantime, let's get a bark out so that we can get ready to explore. So I was thinking earlier that my plans of heading over to northern Russia and colonizing through here, those plans don't make any sense. These are all wastelands, so no one can colonize this stuff. Yeah, so that's not actually an option. I can't actually do that. I kind of forgot about that, so yeah, this is where I am. So what I did is I grabbed a bark here, because when we started colonizing, in fact, I think I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I might piece out one of these Irish guys individually, but yeah, that's only going to cost 50 diplo points at worst. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our idea. 400 for the idea, and I get explorers, so sweet. I probably might not actually have enough range. I want to need 50 in order to get the actual explorer itself, so let's wait for that to happen. Alright, so we won Connacht, and now we can walk these guys wherever we want. Ordinarily I'd just piece them out and not worry about it, but and like kind of move on with my life, but I want to get all the battles I can in order to help my war score against France. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave those 2,000 and get all these guys, these 17,000, to come back and squish this guy. Hopefully this will be a squish. Meantime, we now have an explorer. Oh, zero maneuver whatsoever, so this is pretty much the worst explorer you can have, but that's okay. Yeah, so we're just going to send this guy out, yeah, get him to explore some stuff, so that's fine. Alright, so we won in Connaught, that's fine. Does this guy have any siege? Nope, so there's no point sending my guys down there. Yeah, so I might piece out Connaught in Ireland individually. I'm not sure exactly, but I do know that I do kind of want to get my colonial range down to this African region because I want to get my colonial range, get some bases as close as I can down here, so that I can, one day move into Africa. Because once I can get into Africa, I can get into India and get into, this region of the world, the Southeast Asia and all that sort of stuff. And I can't do that from where I am. Kazan is a vassal of Muscovy. Well, so much for Muscovy getting beaten up and shrinking. That's actually a lot of land that they took. Poor Kazan. Yeah, so Muscovy's still going to be really powerful, and he's still probably going to beat up Novgorod. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so I explored a little bit of land off the coast of Greenland. You'd think that, you know, being like Denmark, I'd already know what this place looked like. You know, since the Danes and the Norwegians had already been here, but, you know, whatever. I guess times change and people forget things. Yeah, so how's my war going? Yeah, so France is leaving me alone, which is good. Exactly the way I like it. And so yeah, I can see a bit of England or Norway, I mean, and is it close enough? It looks like the answer is no. No, it's still way too far away. So yeah, I guess it is only 1468, so it is really early in time. But as time goes on, our colonial range will expand. So here's our colonial range, and it expands due to technology. So I guess I got to get to Tech 7 before I can reach Greenland from Iceland, which is too bad. But you know, at least I can start exploring this stuff and get that underway. Yeah, not sure what else there is to say about that. Yeah, so there you can see Labrador. I found Madeira. That's good. That belongs to Portugal, I think. Yeah, it's Portugal. Let's see if we can find some Lunenburg entered a coalition. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to pull that guy out of Poland. I want to annex you as fast as I can. As soon as this war is done, I'm going to annex that guy. So I just want to make sure my relations with him are as high as they can get him. I don't really want to have him as a vassal anymore. He's not really that useful in any way. He just sort of occupies a diplo relation slot. And I'd rather get another vassal and slowly eat my way into Germany. Yeah, so let's get relations up. Saxe-Lauenburg. Sorry Munster, sorry Connaught, we're not going to do anything with either of you. At least not yet. You are still moving? Yeah. Okay, so he's starting to take more and more attrition. It sort of builds exponentially, so I'm going to slide him up there, and then I'm going to move him back out there. Yep, okay, and then we'll slide him back to Denmark. Yeah, so what happens is when you have an explorer, based upon his maneuver skill, which is that last pip there, it determines the probability that he'll discover a adjacent land tile, like he just did with Greenland. And our guy has no maneuver, so yeah, he doesn't have a very good chance of discovering stuff. But he did discover Labrador for us, which was good. Yeah, so we just sort of have to get him to move around enough until eventually he can discover all the things. In the meantime, I got plenty of money, and my navy is small, so let's change those two things. Yeah, so is it me, or is that a bit of a long build time? I'm not really sure. So let's build a lot of early carracks. Those things will get replaced. Oops, I don't want those ships. I want more cogs. Right there, right up along the Jutland, and maybe here and here. Yeah, so why would I need so many cogs when I could just make more and more trips? Well, the answer is that, yeah, sometimes I had to fight somebody where I had to drop off a lot of troops at once. So if I was, for example, if I was actually going to invade France, then I'd have to do something like dropping off all my troops all at the same time and then go hide in Béarn or something. But if I dropped off little bits of troops at a time, they just get crushed by France's armies, and it would be kind of a waste of time. And I would, you know, lose lots and lots and lots of guys. So I think I'm going to piece out Munster individually, but I'm going to keep Connaught in here for the war score. Well, what are these guys' base tax? He's 4, he's 2. Maybe I should take out Connaught then. Just get as close as I can to down here. Because currently this stuff is way too far. Well, I haven't discovered it yet. Yeah, 350 something. So yeah, I can barely reach this stuff. Or I can't reach this stuff at all. I can't even reach Brittany right now. Or at least this side of Brittany. Yeah, so Ottomans declared war on the Mamluks. Ooh, it's getting on, it's getting started. They finally have a land border, which means it's time for the Ottoman conquest of everything. So the Ottomans probably have that mission, or maybe not. Oh no, they don't have that mission. Well, Ottomans eventually get a mission where they claim pretty much all the Mamluks in one go. Same way that Muscovy, I think he probably still has that mission, yeah, to do the same thing with Novgorod. So he's got claims all over Novgorod right now, which makes it a whole lot easier for Muscovy just to take whatever he wants from Novgorod. Should I hire one of these dudes? Do I really care? Yeah, maybe I'll hire a guy. National manpower is good. Hungary wants out. He wants to concede defeat. I think I'll let him do that, because I don't really want anything from Hungary. Yeah, there's nothing I could really take from him. So I'm gonna let him do that. Let's let him peace out. Plus it stops this guy from losing battles. It stops Poland from losing battles against him, which kind of gets annoying after a while. So, Francie Pants, what are you willing to do? You willing to give me some lands yet? Oh, he is. Nice. Okay, sweet. Alright, I still think I'm gonna wait for Munster to fall, and then I'll take Scotland. I'll probably just take the lands that I've highlighted here. Although this is only 65% war score. But I don't know if I can get that without winning battles. I do want to have Scotland as a vassal, that'd be sweet. Whoop, why is that costing so much? Oh, it's 88 war score. Right. It's 88, but it decreases as I take land, and then it goes down to 65. Okay, yeah, so we're not... No, I'd have to full in it. Okay, yeah, so... yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get 88 war score without sieging France. And all that stuff is at war with me, and they have way too many guys, so... Yeah, we're just going to take the two lands that are available to us, and hopefully we'll individually piece out Munster. There we go. So you are within our colonial range. Let's just double check this, and yes, it is, so let's piece them out. Full annexation. It cost me 50 diplo points, which kind of sucks, but I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So let's do that. And I destroyed their navy, that's no big deal. Full annexation, sweet. So this is now part of Denmark and Ireland. Makes total sense, right? That's a lot of admin power, but we just gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, yeah, when you don't have a claim on something, then it costs more in order to annex it. And so I'm probably gonna pull my troops out and put them in the Highlands, because that's where there's most likely to be a revolt. I don't have a diplomat, now I do. Great, so let's take the lands I've claimed, and let's forget about that vassal thing. So he'll let me do this. Maybe I can also get him to break any deals he has with Scotland. Yeah, that's not going to take very long for him to like to do that, so... yeah, let's just wait for a war score to tick up, and I'd like to get rid of that guarantee if I can. Because I don't want to have to fight France every single time I fight Scotland. Who else is France allied with? Hungary, right? Yeah, just Hungary. So, yeah, that's fine. I don't really care so much about Hungary. As we saw earlier, he was not really a big deal in this war. Alright, my explorer. I keep forgetting about these guys. And all the different things that they can do. So let's just sail him around. Someone occupied that land, one of the natives did. So let's just sail him around like this, and then like this, and then back. So you might think, well, you already discovered all that stuff, and that's true, but I didn't discover all the lands beside it. I did find Cape Breton Island, that's nice. So yeah, just by sailing them around like this, I'm more likely to discover, you know, these adjacent lands every time I sail past it. Alright. I got a cardinal in. Interesting. I now have a cardinal. Cool. Not that it really matters, but yeah. I believe Catholic cardinals give you some sort of bonus. What does it give you though? Let me see if I can check. Papal influence. Well, not so much my papal influence changes. There's my cardinal. What is this? For being a Korea controller, you get that sort of stuff. You know, I don't know. I thought there was something like you get prestige per cardinal or something, but I don't think, maybe that's not actually true. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, if you have the most cardinals, then you end up becoming papal controller. However, that's not really going to happen. We're not a big enough country, and I haven't spent any time making the Pope like me, so I'm not going to become that. But I don't really care. It's only a matter of time until I switch over to becoming... oh! Urbino's winning his war on Naples. I guess he's got the Pope to help with him. So who are you at war with? Oh, okay. Now I see why Urbino thought this was a good idea to join that war. Milan, Austria, Tuscany, the Pope, and Urbino. Yeah, so Naples is just going to get destroyed. Milan, Austria, and Tuscany, why are they getting involved? Lose stability or lose a bunch of points. I'll lose a bunch of points because stability is losing a bunch of points, except for they're all admin points, whereas if I just, lose the points, they're kind of spread out. And I lose the least important military points as a good, decent chunk of it. Didn't I tell you to dock up? I'm pretty sure I did. And let's see if France is willing to peace out yet. He probably will be. Yep, okay, yeah, so he'll peace out and he'll cancel his guarantee. I bet you anything he won't replace that guarantee. That guarantee will be gone, and he won't guarantee anyone else till the end of the game. It's probably what's going to happen. Right, so how much more can I ask for money? I can ask for a little bit of money. I don't really need any money though, and I don't want any more inflation. So yeah, so this cost me 0 war score, or sorry, 0 diplo points. Yeah, so you can always ask for them to break treaties. That's never never a difficult thing. I could ask for them to cancel vassals, but that's actually really cheap. Wow. Yeah, but the thing is, if I cancel these vassals, France is just going to go attack them and annex them anyway. I could ask them to return cores, which is the cheapest one. Charolais. Yeah, I could ask for something like that, but that's going to be pretty expensive. I can ask them to revoke cores on stuff like England, but yeah, it's again, it's sort of pointless because France is just going to be able to conquer these guys. No big deal. Yeah, so it won't take his money, and yeah, that'll be the end of the war. So sweet. Let's do that. And I now have more lands. Yay! So I got Highlands and Aberdeen. And I got claims on both these guys, so it should be slightly cheaper to core these things. Yep. Now I have to put a new rival. Why is that? Oh, because I vassalized Hansa. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's put a new rival. I don't want to put France in there. I don't want to put Lithuania in there, because I'll just make Poland unhappy. The Ottomans are way too far away, so maybe I'll put England in there. Or Austria. I don't really want to make Austria hate me that much, so maybe I think I'll put England in there, because now I'm actually capable of taking England's lands, and we're, you know, competing a little bit now. So yeah, England is something. Wow, I didn't realize his army was so big. Yeah, so let's go take on England. I think that's something we can do. Maybe he'll rival me back, I'm not sure. He's already rivaling Castile, Burgundy, and France, so when Burgundy gets beaten up more by France, then he'll probably change his mind and decide that I'm a more worthy adversary. Oh, I want to select boats and get them all grouped up. Let's put them all in Jayland, because I like that name. And you, if I was to annex you today, how much would that cost? Can't do it until 1472. Oh yeah, right, I knew that. How many relations am I at? I'm full. So what relations are they? View my country, look at my relations. So, right, Hansa. I should make the Hansa a bit happier. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so annexing Sweden is not going to happen for a while, because I went for too many ideas, I guess. Too many colonial ideas. But that's fine. Sweden right now is being helpful. Scotland coalitioned me. Oh yeah, so I should have checked 42, I guess, and 39. So England's probably not going to coalition me. I think at that amount, but Scotland will, because he borders me and he's scared enough of me. Yeah, so let's do that. I guess I'll just group up my entire navy in Jayland. I don't really know. Bremen coalition me. Fair enough. Yeah, so I don't think there's much to be gained by fighting any wars right now. I could fight Novgorod for Kola, and maybe a few more of these, you know, one base tax provinces, which I think would be pretty useful, but claim strength of air. How good is my air? He's 21 years old right now. No, we're gonna lose prestige. Claim strength of air means your legitimacy goes down when he comes to power, and I don't want that. Yeah, he's allied with Lithuania right now, so... and he's a target of the coalition of Muscovy? Muscovy is coalitioning Novgorod. Yeah, okay. That's gonna work. Yeah, so coalition of one is not really coalition at all, so... yeah, not a big deal. Yeah, so I'd rather keep my coalition small so that I can actually attack them and have it be efficient. Yeah, so right now it's just Pomerania. Teutonic Order rejoined the coalition. Lithuania's out. Livonian Order's in. Yeah, so a lot of these guys who border me. Actually, pretty much everyone who borders me other than Friesland is in the coalition. And Poland, because he's allied to me. And Lithuania. I guess I just haven't beaten up Livonian Order that much. I wouldn't mind attacking Lithuania, but he's got this sort of permanent ally with Poland that's going to last, you know, pretty much the entire game. And at some point, Poland's probably going to get a personal union over Lithuania. There's an event that costs that. I mean, maybe it won't happen, but it probably will. And I can never actually attack Lithuania directly, otherwise Poland will break alliance and attack me back in retribution, and I don't really want that. So let's Brittany became vassals of France. Looks like you just peacefully vassalized Brittany, which is really annoying because I was going to do that. I wanted to take down Brittany because I thought it would, you know, give me a... Well, first off, it'd let me move a lot farther south, and second off, alright, I need to wait for that to core. And second off, it would stop France from expanding, but now that France has got Brittany for free, then, well, that's going to be a little bit of a pain. Although it is sort of interesting that England still is in the continent. He hasn't been kicked out yet, and it's still 1470. In fact, he took land, which is sort of surprising. Although France still has cores here, so he's, you know, look to him to go after England at some point. England doesn't exactly have the strongest of allies, but I mean, him plus Portugal has a navy that can pretty much take on anything. Livonian Order left the coalition. This might be a good time to go annex him. Him and Teutonic Order. Oh, okay. Now we're really talking. So let's get you out of there. Let's get some claims going. So what's worth stuff? 3, 3, 1, 12. Let's claim Danzig. So I know this might seem a little bit counterintuitive, but I think we're going to declare war on Livonian Order. But Danzig is the one with the largest base tax, so this is the one we're going to claim, because that's the one we needed to be the cheapest when we annex it. Yeah, I don't really care too much that my lands aren't disconnected, and Ermland, I wish Poland hadn't taken it, but, I mean, you know, you win some, you lose some, right? Yeah, so let's get my armies grouped up here. Let's separate off my cogs. Oh, you know what I keep proud of it again? My Explorer. I just can't seem to keep remembering that guy. Send those guys over there. Leinster, because at some point I'm going to want to pull those guys out. Alright, so let's sail up into the Hudson's Bay area, and let's sail down over to here, and then let's go back again. Yeah, so I always tell them to go back, because I always forget about the fact that I have an Explorer going about. You can set it so that the pop-up comes up whenever he, you know, finishes movements, but that's a really annoying pop-up to keep bringing on and off constantly throughout the game. Alright, so Naples will cede Abruzzi to the Pope. Fair enough. So Naples, yeah, so the Pope now completely walled off these guys, but Ancona claimed Berry. He claimed Abruzzi too, but now that he can't get a land border to Berry, maybe he won't take it, but I think he probably still will. It depends on whether or not he can win this war. I'm not sure. Milan and Corsica. Wow, Milan didn't even declare war for Liguria. Does he have a claim there? He does. Okay, yeah. So yeah, look to look to Milan in order to take that sort of stuff. He'll probably take Liguria. Although he does need to get a lot of war score against Genoa in order to be able to take it. But I mean, he is sieging his capital, and he's owned it for a long time. But then again, Genoa does own Corsica, so Genoa has ticking war score in his favor. Yeah, so he's only got 32, so that might not be enough in order to take Liguria, despite the fact that he's owning it right now. If he had declared war for Liguria, then he would have ticking war score for Milan's favor, and yeah, we'd expect to see that to flip around. Okay, so France just annexed everything. Hopefully that makes Brittany hate him a little bit more for a long time, but yeah, that's not really gonna... It'll just slow him down slightly in the time it takes for him to annex Brittany. Another reason why I sort of wanted Brittany is that I could use Brittany and I could give him back a more, which would be 5 base tax that I don't decor, and 5 base tax that I don't get aggressive expansion for taking because it's Brittany's core. And that would have been sweet, but unfortunately that's not the way it goes. Another thing I could do is, like, when attacking England, which is inevitable, I could take both these provinces and release Guyenne, and then as a vassal. And Guyenne has cores, well, he's got a bunch of cores in southern France here. Not as many as I would like, but enough that maybe one day if we start working on dismantling France, which might happen after we take over Sweden, then yeah, we might actually have a chance of doing something about it. Yeah, and dismantling France might actually be possible. But it's still early. That might not happen. So I can build, what's this number? 7 more guys. So let's make like 5 longbows and 2 horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. There we go. That should be 7 more guys, and that should work out. I can now have enough people influence in order to go after this 51-year-old. He is old. And I'll be competing with Austria and France. But why not? Yeah, so the main thing is, oh, Genoa will cede Liguria. Oh, he did take Liguria. Okay. Yeah, so that was, obviously, Genoa's best city is, you know, the one that actually holds Genoa. Or Jeans, I guess, as the French would say. Yeah, so Genoa's gonna fall apart now. Don't be surprised if someone like Crimea attacks for Azov and for Kaffa. Akkoinli will end the vassalization of Dulkadir, not surprising at all. Annul treaties of the Mamluks, so clearly this war is not going well for the Mamluks, and that's how it always goes. It's very rare that the Ottomans don't just completely destroy the Mamluks. And I mean, once he loses this war, he's just going to lose every war after it, until the Ottomans completely own everything. There is a way to take out the Ottomans not too difficultly. I can't claim Marienburg, can I? No, he's too big. Where do you have cores? He has 1 core in Brandenburg, and 2 cores in Poland. I wonder if this is worth vassalizing him, and just so I can give him back all these lands. Because I can certainly vassalize Teutonic Order. Anyway, let's go claim Reval or something, so I have a reason to declare war on these guys here. Alright, so most of my armies are coming. That's good. Let's check our timer here. Okay, got a little bit more time. Yeah, so let's go group up everybody, because why not? Keep making the Hansa happy. I can annex you when again? It was 1492, 1472, 13th of August, okay. So like a year and a half until that happens. General died, not too bad, but I mean, it happens. Ooh, okay, I like this event. Give me Diplo power or give me money. Money is easy enough to get, so give me the Diplo power. It comes with a bit of trade efficiency too, which is good. Okay, so let's sail this guy, Micmac. It's one of the native people. Native North Americans who, I bet you he has terrible technology. So let's sail around a little bit more and then come back up there. Hopefully my boat won't sink or anything from attrition. Yeah, so look at this. He's got, well, let's look at his technology. 1, 1, and 1. So the natives, yeah, like my technology is what, 5, 3, 5? Yeah, so yeah, the natives, they start off in the worst tech group possible, and it's just very difficult for them to get any technology whatsoever, and their armies are already way weaker than mine. I can just walk in there and pretty much just take whatever I wanted from them, and they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. How are you doing in terms of attrition? Could I make this trip more ambitious? Yeah, sure, why not? So let's go down there. I do have to wait a little bit anyway. Alright, so now I gotta wait until August for that. Slide this guy down this American coast here. Lost another advisor. I don't like that. Okay. Now let's sail you back up this way, over here, and over to Denmark. Okay, what's our advisor? My admin guy, so I can get inflation reduction for a lot of money, unfortunately, or I could just do production efficiency. Well, I guess I'll just do that. He's 37 years old though, he's probably going to die soon. Whatever. Anyway, so let's wait for some of these cores to come in, because I'll get my revolt risk down. It's at 9% per month, which doesn't seem like it's very accurate, because you'd think, you know, maybe in 10 months you'd have a pretty good chance of having a revolt. And it's definitely been 10 months that it's been coring, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, so most of this is nationalism. It's that 14% there. Munster's cored, sweet. Despite the fact I had no claim on it, it's still cored relatively quickly, which is good. Who are you? Why are you just floating in the ocean there? Oh, I need to get a guy back. Yeah, okay, so let's pull you out of the Hansa. It's time to go annex Saxe-Lauenburg, because he doesn't do anything for me. So let's annex vassal. Yep, so it ticks off all my other subjects, no big deal, because they already are subjects, they already like me. But it ticks off all the HRE members, which doesn't really matter too much, but it does sort of slow down my ability to peacefully vassalize other HRE members. because it takes, you know, like 25 years for that to go away. Um, yeah, but I might be able to get, well, someone who preferably doesn't hate me for aggressive expansion. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could peacefully vassalize Friesland. I don't know. Who doesn't like me that much? Yeah, so Friesland's only negative 19. Um, yeah, I might just vassalize Friesland. It's only 6 base tax, which isn't that great. I'd rather take somebody who, you know, maybe like this guy. But he's, I guess, yeah, he eats me too much. And he's got too much base tax. Okay. How about you? I don't know. Okay, well let's figure that out when we get there. Alright, so let's get preparing for a war against Livonian Order. I think that's the next thing on our to-do list. So I claimed Reval. Should I claim Narva? I mean, does it really matter? He's Catholic. I don't have a holy war or anything against him, so just to save me the Diplo points, I think I'm gonna claim him. Well, I can't. Okay, well I guess we're done claiming stuff then. Yeah, so you're allied with Teutonic Order. Teutonic Order is allied with Bremen and Mecklenburg, but I extremely doubt that Teutonic Order is gonna. Well, he might take over leadership. I could claim Mecklenburg anyway. I might be able to just vassalize Mecklenburg. How big are you? 5? Yeah, it's not that big. Yeah, I can just peacefully vassalize Mecklenburg, but I might claim him anyway, just in case. Although I do have a decent chance of getting caught. Yeah, we'll just hold off on that for now. We'll keep. I could annex this guy actually as well. He cost. He's going to cost me 15 times 3, which is 45 Diplo points. You are going to cost me. You're not going to tell me. But if you're going to take 3 years, that's 3 times 12 months. So that's what, like 36, and 36 times 15. So we're talking, you know, maybe like 1,000 Diplo points, maybe a bit less than that, but still, yeah, it's gonna really add up how much it's gonna cost for me to annex this guy. So I think we can wait for a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have any chance of inheriting him, so yeah, I just have to wait, I guess, with him. Okay, and should I claim more Scotland? Maybe it's a good idea. His aggressive expansion isn't that big, so he might leave that coalition. And I do want, well, Fife is size 4, Ayrshire is size 4, oh, I should claim Ulster. Yeah, or Tyrone, rather. Allied with England. Ooh, interesting. Well, I'm going to claim you anyway. I think that's just a good investment. Alright, so let's pull you guys back and move you over to, like, there. That should do the trick. And how's my Explorer doing? Still healing. Okay, well, I think that's about it for today. Running a bit low on time here. But yeah, as you see, we got cores coming in here. Our war with France went well as expected. Although I wasn't able to take all of Scotland as I sort of hoped for, but that sort of makes sense. You just had to ally Bohemia for some reason, but that's not really a big deal. And Naples is still getting owned. That's just funny. Yeah, so I'm excited to be able to, you know, well, actually, now that we've allied or annexed Munster here, we now have colonial range down into Portugal, pretty much. So maybe if we one day end up at war with Castile, or maybe if we take this stuff, we might be able to reach down into Africa. And someone like Morocco is a huge pushover at this point in the game, so I'd love to start working our way down this way, so we can start annexing or colonizing down there. Because right now all this stuff is just too far away for us. We'd have to get too many more technologies and too many more ideas in order to get there. So until then, that's it for now. So I hope you have a wonderful time playing with Legos and doing other Danish things. Take care. Bye-bye.